Hello, everybody. Welcome in. A beautiful Saturday here where I'm at. The sun's out and the birds are chirping. So it's nice and chill. I have a 2-year-old, I think he's turning 2, birthday party to go to right after this, immediately after this. So that's what I'll be going. Little eagle. No, maybe it's not eagle. A hawk ish out there. But yeah, we're gonna make another D&D character today, which I'm excited about. Because we're almost done with like the main types, but not the other thing. But anyway, we'll make a new one, and I think we only have a few classes left. Let me open. Open. Where did it go? Ooh. That's the wrong. One thing I do miss about certain things is how to find stuff. Okay, here we go. That should be it, right? Yes, okay. Found it. Wonderful. Okie dokie. So, let me share my screen. I guess I'll let you guys see what I'm seeing. You really want to. Okay, so there is our chart. The green ones are the ones we've done. So we've not been a barbarian. We've been a bard. We've been a cleric, a druid, fighter, monk, rogue, paladin, ranger, warlock. We haven't been a sorcerer, a pugilist. We've been a wizard, have not been a pugilist, artificer, or, well, we were one blood hunter. Let me update that. Let's see here. See, one of our guys was a blood hunter. Where are they? I thought we picked a blood hunter. Did we not? So we've got a paladin. These are the three that it doesn't matter because they're my characters. And then we started with Melody. So bard, wizard, monk, ranger, fighter, warlock, cleric, paladin, rogue. I guess we haven't been a blood hunter. Never mind. Never mind. Okay, so we've got those ones to do still. It's a blank. I don't want that. Okay, so we have those ones to do. Where did it go? There you are. So we've got 3. I don't think I have access to this one and this one. This is one I know I don't have access to yet because I have to buy the thing and I haven't yet. So we won't be making a pugilist. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. We've got some things we haven't played yet. So yeah. All right, let's do it. Let's do it. Create character. Start building. Wait, did they change that? Go back. Oh, they did change this. All right, well. Cool. Do it. Okay, do we want to be a barbarian, a sorcerer, or an artificer or a blood hunter? Let's Let's see. Willing to suffer whatever it takes to achieve victory. You know what? Let's be a barbarian. Let's, for some reason, barbarian is the class that I'm just like, not really interested in barbarian. It's kind of boring, just hit stuff. So let's make that and see how that works out. And I just realized that you guys cannot see me on the screen. So there we go. OBS, pain in the butt. Okay. And I feel like I'm taking up too much of the screen. So let me fix that too. There we go. Silly OBS. Now you can see me. Okay. Oakley dokley. Wait, thank you. Thank you. Technology, man. Anyway. All right. So let us choose our barbarian traits here. And we're going to be a level 3. I want to be a level 3 or level 4. Nope, level 3. Okay. Barbarian. What are going to be our skills? Let's see. Intimidation, I think, would be ideal for a barbarian. So we'll do that. And then maybe athletics. Okay. He has rage. You can imbue yourself with a primal power called Rage, a force that grants you extraordinary might and resilience. You can enter it as a bonus action if you aren't wearing heavy armor. So you can't maintain concentration or cast spells when you're in a rage. Blah, blah, blah. Unarmored defense. While you aren't wearing any armor, your base armor class equals 10 plus your dexterity and constitution modifiers. Weapon mastery. So let's choose some weapons, shall we? Let's see here. What do we want? What do we want? What do we want? Maybe like a javelin and a hand axe. A blowgun. A battle axe. Let's do a hand axe. I like that. If we hit a creature with a hand axe and deal damage, you have advantage on your next attack roll. And then let's choose... I like javelin. You hit a creature with a javelin and deal damage to it, you can reduce its speed. So that's good. We've got danger sense, which means we get advantage on dexterity unless we are incapacitated. We also have reckless attack. It gives us advantage on attack rolls using strength. Barbarian subclass. Let's see what we got. We can do Path of the Berserker, Path of the Wild Magic, or Path of the Beast. Which one do we want to do? What's Wild Magic? Does it tell you? Let's see. Character options. As folk of deep feeling, barbarians are especially susceptible to these wild influence, with some barbarians being transformed by the magic. These magic suffused barbarians walk the path of wild magic. So that's wild magic. Path of the Beast. Barbarians who walk the path of the beast draw their rage from their bestial spark burning within their souls. That beast bursts forth in throes of rage. Okay. And then Berserker. They direct their rage primarily towards violence. It's one of fury. See this, maybe this is why I don't like barbarians, because they're so violence and stuff. Okay, we'll go with Path of Wild Magic because that's the one that I like the most. Primal Knowledge. You gain proficiency in another skill of your choice. So we can also be, let's be proficient in maybe perception or animal handling. Let's do perception. Magic awareness. As an action, you can open your awareness to the presence of concentrated magic. Until the end of your next turn, you know the location of any spell or magic item within 60 feet of you that isn't behind total cover. Ooh. When you sense a spell, you learn which school of magic it belongs to. That's neat. I like that. Wild Surge. So there's magical energy rolling inside of you. Sometimes it erupts randomly. So these are the different things. Like if you get a wild surge, then you can roll a d8 and you'll get one of these effects, or your dungeon master, your DM will have like their own table. But some of them are pretty funny. Some of them are helpful. Some of them are not so helpful. Like this one, flowers and vines temporarily grow around you until your rage ends. The ground within 15 feet of you is difficult terrain for your enemies. So yeah, so it's pretty fun / funny. Okay. So choose an option. They changed this. This was not the next one, which might, I wish they would, after you pick that, they would do species. So you could pick your species and then do the background. Ah, they're so close. So close. Okay, so let's do, we've done all of these. Oh, I was getting Blood Hunter and Haunted One confused. That's why. That makes sense. Let's do maybe a sage. You spent years learning the lore of the multiverse. It's not very barbarian, is it? Criminal spy. Breaking the law. Yeah, let's go with a criminal spy. I kind of like that backstory. We will do that. So let's get a gaming set. Let's do darts. Why not? We have criminal contact. So we have a contact who acts as a liaison to other criminals. They give suggested, which I like when you're in like a rush to make a character, which usually I am because I only usually stream for an hour, and lately there's always been something that I have to do right after, which is, it's fine. It's not like I'm autistic and need 2 days off. It's fine. It's family. It's going to be great. I love my in-laws. They're wonderful. And I actually mean that. I'm not being sarcastic. They're great. Okay. Personality traits. Choose 2. I always have a plan for what to do when things go wrong. Always calm no matter the situation. I don't think that will be our barbarian. I don't pay attention to the risks. Slow to trust. First thing I do in a new place is note the locations of everything. I'm going to say the best way to get me to do something is to tell me I can't do it, because I feel like that would be a very barbarian thing. And then leaning into our criminal spy background, we'll do that. Ideals: honor, freedom, charity, greed, people, redemption. Let's do people and freedom. Bonds. Oh, I like that. Somebody I love died because of a mistake I made. Let's do that. And then flaws. Turn tail and run. I have a tail that runs. Let's do the plan if there's a plan. And then I usually skip notes. And then those bonds are now in here, the ones that I just picked. Character details, alignment. Let's look at our... We have chaotic neutral. So let's go with chaotic neutral. Faith, I usually leave blank. And then lifestyle, I think if he's a thief, let's just say he's comfortable. And then I usually skip this part until I do the species part. I am going to say this is going to be a male. There we go. Okay, moving on. So what do we want to be? So let's look at our chart here. We are barbarian, path of the wild magic. So let's mark that off. And then what should we be? We haven't been in a regular elf yet, but I feel like elf would not be appropriate for a barbarian. At least this barbarian. Maybe a tiefling. Let's see what our options are. Let's see. Elf, halfling, or tiefling. I think we're going to go with tiefling. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do a tiefling. Confirm it. Okay. What was I doing? Oh yeah. Let's mark that off. So tiefling. Boom. Save this. Because we already did this. Yeah. Okie dokie. X out of that, man. All right, tiefling. So they have dark vision, hellish resistance, and infernal legacy. Wonderful. Let's go back to character details. Nope. Physical traits. There we go. So he's going to be a male. Tiefling. We'll give him black hair. Black skin. What color tiefling do we want? Well, since he's a barbarian, I feel like red would be appropriate. So, but I don't like the word red, so we'll do crimson. And his eyes can be, let's have black eyes too. Let's say they're, I gotta remember how long tieflings live, but let's just say they're 60. Height, say they're 6 feet. And then weight, we'll just say they weigh 190. Okay. Next. Let's see. So tiefling details page. Let's check that out. Yeah, black eyes. Tiefling name falls into categories. Let's see. For some, the chosen name is a noble quest. Have names that reflect their culture. Okay. Well, I do kind of like this. Equan. Morthos. I like Morthos. It's a good name. I think I'm going to steal that. I'm going to steal that name. Is it gonna make me start over? No, good. I was like, I really don't want to start all over. Okay, so this is the name. Morthos. Let's see. I want to say bone breaker, but I feel like that's pretty cliche. Let's see, what could we do? Morthos, bone breaker, skull crusher. I kind of like patella smasher. Patella smasher. Yeah, Morthos patella smasher. Why not? Oh my god! They changed it! You can... Freaking finally! That's so nice. Look, it shows you all the tiefling portraits all in one. They're like, that's what you chose. These are the ones that we have. And then you can go look at the other ones. Oh my god, it's not as good as a search feature, but it's freaking helpful is what it is. Is what it is. Thank God. That was getting frustrating. I'm so excited with these updates. Okay, let's pick someone here. I'm not seeing like a ton that I love. I mean, if he were a woman, then yes, there's one that I like. But let's go ahead and go with this guy. Which he doesn't really look like a tiefling. He just looks like he has horns. Let's just go with this dude. Okay. Hellish resistance. You have resistance to fire damage. Ooh, and we have dark vision. Our intelligence score increases by 1 and our charisma score increases by 2. Boom, sucker. All right, and then Infernal Legacy, we know the Thermature cantrip. All right, I'm thirsty today. Okay. Now let's do our sting. Okay. So I think it's tiefling, barbarian, criminal. I think we're going to go with intelligence as our highest. Then dexterity. Then charisma. Then constitution. Strength. Wisdom. Maybe intelligence should be lower. I feel like maybe constitution should, or strength should be higher. Yeah. Okay, so let's make that a 15 and make that a 10. So wisdom and intelligence will be our lowest. And then we'll have strength be our number 1. And dexterity. I'm going to change this too. Then like that, I think. Okay, we'll try it out. We have a crowbar, a set of dark common clothes with a hood, and a pouch containing 15 gold. I'm going to take Audace. It's our starting equipment. Let's view our character sheet here. Okay, so our intelligence gave us a 0 modifier. And then our wisdom is -1, which is fine. We've got a +2 though on charisma, dexterity, and strength, and then +1 on constitution, which I'm good with. Good with that. Let's see here. Advantage on dexterity unless we are incapacitated. Let's see here. Okay. And then, so our athletics is +4, deception +4, intimidation +4, stealth is +4. I think the only one that we don't have +4 in that we're proficient in is perception, which is okay. Medicine is -1. Animal handling is -1. Our initiative is +2. And then, let's see, magical awareness. Got that. We've got that. We speak common and infernal. Spells. We've got hellish rebuke and thaumaturgy. Cool. We've got 29 hit points to start out with. We're level 3 barbarian. Pretty nice, pretty nice. All right, Morthos, let's go ahead and make you on Hero Forge, shall we? Alina's Guide to Monster Hunting. Ooh, part 2. I just missed that, but there's so many things I need to buy. Man, if I had some extra income, I'd buy all the things. Okay, so we are looking for a tiefling, which I don't think they have tiefling. They have infernal, and then they have half demon. So I guess we're gonna have to go with half demon here. Definitely gonna be changing those horns, baby. Oh, and he's got a tail. Well, yeah, tieflings have tails. Okay, so we got our guy. Let's see. Hair. Facial hair. Let's get rid of that because that's freaking me out. Unowned collection. Daggerheart. All right. And then I don't want that yet either. See, for hair, you know what? We really need to do the horns first. The horns are bothering me. Oh, I can't take off the other horns that he already has. How do I do that? Let's. How do I get rid of the horns that I already have? Can I not get rid of them? I hate these horns. I don't like them at all. Okay, maybe I just need to custom make him. Or here. Let's try infernal then. And then see if we can get rid of the wings. Body, wings. How do we get rid of there they are. Yay, we got rid of the wings. And those horns are much more acceptable. All right, so you are our guy. Tail. Let's just keep the tail and let's just do that. Let's pick some hair. What do we want for hair? Kind of like that. Kind of like that. Eyebrows. Got bushy eyebrows. Can't really see them underneath there. Oh well. And then do we want, I really don't like the mustache. Old timey. Okay, let's see if we can do like more. That, you know what? No, he's. I don't know how I feel about the facial hair, guys. I'm very picky about facial hair. Let's see. Let's just take that off. But then I feel like he looks a little. Well, maybe we can make him look older. I think there's that werewolf face. They have older faces. Gaunt. I want him to look gaunt. No. See here. They have old. They had old. Should I just like scroll completely by it? Where the old man? That old man? Elderly distinguished figures? Figure? I like that, except that I don't like that he's smiling, but I can fix that. All right, so we'll say he's older. And then hair looks good. Ears are good. Horns, do we want to change the horns? What the hell are those? Broken insects antennas. Ooh. Broken insect antennas. Okay, and then okay, it does replace them. We could do for fake creatures. Maybe the spiral. Oh, I kind of like those. Those look kind of cool. Those look kind of neat. I kind of like that. Yeah, let's go with that. And then for gear, he has a hand axe. There's a decaying one, crumbling one, just a regular axe. We don't need anything fancy, right? Nothing crazy. Although we could do the blood one. I feel like that one's a little too crazy for me. Yeah, I like that one. I like that one. All right. Let's see here. He's got that, and then his other weapon was what? Forget. Inventory. And attunement, all. So under javelin, we had a javelin, that's right. So polearm. I could polearm is a javelin. Maybe, you know what, let's put it on the back. Back items. We can put a weathered spear on there. Which kind of looks weird that he doesn't have like, it's just like on his back, like boom. There it is. Oh well. I guess he's got a special little shirt for that. Sure. Okay. So then, let's do a pose, because I don't like this pose. Defensive stance. Definitely want an attacking stance. I kind of like that a little bit more than before. Sneaking. Pugilist. Sure, let's go with that. We'll go with pugilist stance. Okay, and then here's where we change the smile to, let's do angry. This old mouth just doesn't look angry. You know what I'm saying? Oh well. He doesn't look as happy now. Okay. Let's do the stage. Do we want anything on the stage here? Maybe. I don't think so. I don't think there's anything that I want on there. Grim decoration. Yeah. All right. Maybe just be wood. Just standing on some wood. Excuse me. Sorry. All right. Let's get to coloring, shall we? It's interesting. He's got red. Infernal. Do that. We'll start with that, but let's go to paints. I think I do probably, oh, like that color. Let's go to skin. Demonic. I'm guessing that that's the color that this says, yes. I'm going to change some of that there because reasons. And then let's do his eyes. Eyes. I want you to be black. Necrotic. Acid. Is that what they are right now? Flame. Necrotic. Yeah, that just looks like Christmas eyes. We just have black. I just want black. Brown, blue, gray. Gray? They don't look as cool. Uncommon, black. There we go. So it does look weird with the white. Maybe I'll just keep it flame. I'll just keep it flame, fine. It's got black in the middle, right? Okay. Okie dokie. We've got that. Oh, you know what we didn't do? We didn't get clothes for this dude. Let's go back to search. Chest. I think where. Maybe some gladiator armor. Man, the 60-year-old is ripped. Or where's that other one? Just do that. Yeah, let's do that. And then let's do the bottoms here. What are we currently? I can get rid of that. And then pants. Tight cargo pants. Airship. What's that? That's kind of cool. Okay. Feeling that's a good look. Or Morthos. Yeah, we'll go with that. And then his feet are fine and all that jazz. So let's go back to the color. And let's do his axe first. So metals should be red. Wish you could add like dripping blood on it. Can we drip the blood? Fill, pick, paint. No. Like a rusty red. To that. Yeah. That could work. And then we could do the leather around it. It could also be the dark. And then the wood. Do natural. Yeah, that's not bad. Let's do a spear in the back here. It can be the same wood. And then metal wise, the spear can be criminally in sage, which I feel is appropriate for this character. Do that. And then go back to the leathers. We'll do the same leather for the wrap there. Maybe on the back right there. And then for this part, that's metal. Just go with another metal. There we go. All right, so his weapons are covered. Woo! And then he's gonna have does he want to be all red? What do you guys think? Be all red? Let's go with the leather first. So let's say he do brick red. Like he's very what's the word I'm looking for? Comic booky when we put the red on there. Maybe these pants are just comic booky. Let's do ooh, I like that. But he's already red. I'll put it on. We'll have that be like accents. How about that? Accents. Yeah, we'll do that. Zoom out a bit. At the bottom there. Yeah. And then for his armor, I'm gonna do something that's not like too great, and that's too brown. Antique. Bronze. Rust bucket. I think rust bucket's good. Half is because even though he does have, I think I picked like modest lifestyle, he's still a criminal. So once he spends all that money, he has to go get more. Okay, and then still need more. Let's just, you know what? I'm just gonna make it all rust bucket. All rust bucket. Okay, I like that. I think that looks good. Okay, and then let's do the leather pants and then the belt. Let's try to just cloth. A brownie frowny color. That's not bad, but pants wise. Yeah, I don't know about pants wise. I do like it for this, so we'll do that. So his upper body is complete. Now we just got to finish his pants. Oh, you know what? I should have. Where's the rest bucket? Should have gotten this part here for him. There we go. Okay, and now just the pants. Just the pants. Let's do. Trying to think of what would be a good color for this dude. Maybe like a dark purple. What do we think of that? Purple, dark purple. Kind of digging the dark purple. Anything I missed? No? Okay. I like that. I like the dark purple. Nice. All right, so that is Morthos Patella Smasher. He's an older guy, but, you know, still in good shape. Beating people up, taking their money, going into rages, but he's also got wild magic. He seems like he might be a fun character to play, so. But yeah, there he is, everybody. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? Forgot to color the wood there, so let's do that. Mulch brown. Yeah, let's just do that. A different color. Mahogany. Let's do oak. Okay, now we're done. There he is, Morthos. I don't know. I'd be kind of scared to run into this dude on the street. But yeah. Okie dokie. There we go. Well, that was fun. I'm glad I get time to chill out and do it on stream. Great stuff on stream. Because sometimes the week is exhausting and tiring, and I had an okay week. It was a little rough health-wise. I was very, very tired and lethargic on Thursday. Like, super tired. I just came home after work. I wasn't feeling great at work, but I don't like going home from work. Once I'm there, I'm like, I just do the job. So I didn't go home, but then I did, you know, when I got home, I pretty much had dinner and then passed out at like 7:30 and slept until 5:30 the next day. So, and then I felt much better yesterday. Like I had a lot more energy and things. I did go to the doctor last week too and found out that I am severely anemic, which I already knew I was anemic. I've been taking iron and D3, but vitamin D3. But yeah, no, they're still super low. So I have to go back in like a week and get that retested to see if it's gone up at all. Which hopefully it has. But I don't know. We'll see. For some reason, my iron levels don't like to stick around. Like my red blood cells are all tiny and they've got plenty of hemoglobin, it looks like, but low iron saturation and low ferritin. So I'm like, whatever. It is what it is. It just makes me tired and a little grumpy sometimes. But I think that's just life in general, right? Anyway, so yeah, that's been going on. And then what else? I'm excited because there are tickets to a couple different Ren fairs in my area that we can buy. if we don't spend all of our money on freaking rent and gas. Rent, whatever, that's a fixed thing, but gas, man, it's above $5 where I'm at. And I spent more than I usually do and only got half a tank. And I was like, well, that's all I'm gonna spend. Thank you, certain person, for that. But yeah, it's, at least the weather's nice today, and I get to go see family, and it's going to be great. And I got to make a D&D character, so I'm very excited and blessed about that. And then tomorrow I'll be streaming. I'll be working on my book, finally starting chapter 3, which is where it gets really good in my opinion. Like, I am excited for chapter 3, so that's going to be really good. I didn't do a YouTube video. Well, okay, I did do a YouTube video last week, but OBS was a jerk and ruined, like, it, for some reason it didn't record properly and everything was like not showing, and then there was that, and then the file got corrupted. So I was like, okay, well, I guess we're not doing YouTube. So there was no YouTube last week, but I'll do one later tonight after this birthday party. And then yeah, if you like my videos and you haven't followed, I really encourage you to follow. That really helps me out. You'll get notifications on when I'm going live. I'm trying to get 10 followers right now. I'm currently up to 6, so I'm almost there. I just need a few more. So yeah, if you could do that, that would be awesome. I also have my YouTube. If you want to check me out there, you can follow me on YouTube. And then what else? I officially have a 14-year-old son now. His birthday was on Wednesday, so yeah, that's interesting. I hope he has a good year as a 14-year-old, because my year as a 14-year-old, 14 is my favorite number. I don't know why, because 4 is my least favorite number. Again, I don't know why. But 14 was not a good year for me as a teenager. That was when I moved from Texas to Idaho. And my first half of living in Idaho was very rough for me because I didn't make friends. I wanted to go to a certain school that my cousins went to, but there was a wait list, so I had to go to the public school for the first semester, and I had a very hard time making friends. Eventually, I made some friends. It's just people that accepted me into their group. They were really obsessed with Harry Potter, which I hadn't read, and the movies hadn't come out yet, so that was difficult to navigate. I think they also paired me up with the other single guy in there, and they're like, "You're dating now," and I'm like, "I don't." Okay. I don't remember this kid's name, so I don't count him in my dating history, because I'm like, if I can't remember your name or what you look like, then no. So that was rough. And then, oh yeah, like a week or two after school started, when I was 14 is when, I'm dating myself here, is when 9/11 happened. So I was a freshman in high school. So 14 was not a great year. So I'm hoping my son has a much better year as a freshman. He's not a freshman yet, but he will be. So hopefully he has a better year and there won't be any crazy stuff happening. But given the current situation, I highly doubt it. Yeah, we'll see. Anyway, well, you guys have been awesome, and thank you for hanging out, and I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend, and I will hopefully see some of you guys tomorrow. Bye.